Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? What is going on? Why isn't it working? Oh, it is working. Hello, everyone. Gotta type. Welcome, Santos. Okay, great. Everyone can hear me. That's so good. Okay, welcome, Santos, Ducky, Court, Dima, Zephyrus, Court, Lucent, and Lightning and Gur, Pandy, HB Tempest. Welcome, everyone. Mr. Lightning Boy is the coolest one here, and everyone else is wearing sunglasses. That's so great. I'm happy. Thank you. I hope my audio is good. Do I need to turn myself up, or is it like good? Son, how are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. How are you guys? You guys better be looking after your health. I swear. Cooking dinner for mom, it's Mother's Day. Yeah, for me, Mother's Day was yesterday. I hope you cook something really yummy for your mom. I went to a Mother's Day dinner. Welcome, Catacon. Wow, you get to see it live. That's so exciting. Welcome, Turtle. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Wow. Looking over at my help. You better be taking care of it, I swear. I'll be so mad if you don't take care of yourself. I'm watching you. Wow, bowling. Went bowling yesterday. That's fun. TMG? That's great. Flan, what's up? Peace. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday, like last week, I was like, I'm gonna stream every week. And then I didn't stream yesterday. I was like, oh, I should, because yesterday was Mother's Day. And I was like, you know what? It's kind of late today, but I just figured, you know what? Maybe I should stream. I'm gonna take it seriously. Gotta take this seriously. Welcome. Oh my goodness, Ducky. You guys, take care of yourself. You know what? The doctor might not take care of you. So you need to take care of yourself. And you need to, like, convince the doctor to take care of you. You gotta, like, fight your doctor. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, everyone looks so cute. Oh, yes, I'm happy. See you, Mal. Hi, Era. What's up? You know, usually whenever I start a stream, I kind of like have something to talk about. But this stream, I'm like thinking, what happened the past week? I can't even remember. My mind is like, wow. My mind is a little bit distracted. Someone boring. Hello. Oh my goodness, Ducky. That's intense. barbecue? You're at a barbecue. You guys have such active lives. That's really great. I'm happy for you. Time for sunnies. Yes, it's always time for sunnies. Definitely. Absolutely. Welcome, Santos. I think I said that like 3 times. Welcome. Wow. Sits. Looks around. Hello. Welcome. What have you been up to this week? That is a great question. I actually can't remember my entire week. Well, I had work, which was interesting, which was fun, got a lot done. I did a little bit of drawing, as usual. I was like avoiding drawing once again, cause I don't know what it is about drawing, but I've been like avoiding it like all this year, and like every time, cause you know how when people say if you're avoiding something or if you don't want to do something, that means that you either have like an emotional thing holding you back, or an identity thing holding you back, or like your brain just doesn't know how to do it, so it just like gives up, right? So like this past few months, it feels like every single week I like solve my drawing issue. I'm like, oh, I just felt guilty for not finishing things sooner, or I just felt not confident in myself, and then I fixed that, so now I feel confident and shameless. And then it's like, oh, I don't have a meaning and purpose. Well, now I do have a meaning and purpose. So now I'm like, and it's like, oh, I thought I could fail, but now I don't think I could fail. And it's like, I've solved all these problems. And just last week, I was like, man, I didn't realize that I was talking to myself, like being so overcritical while I was drawing, until, so basically what happened was, I had no reason not to draw. Literally no reason. I was getting so frustrated with myself. I'm like, why can't I just draw? What is wrong with, like, I could start, but like I couldn't continue. Like after like 5 minutes, I don't know what happens. I would just stop and like purposefully distract myself. And that kept on happening. So I was like, okay, enough is enough. I'm gonna like actually record myself drawing and just like speak my thoughts out loud. And basically I recorded myself, and like when I watched it back, I was like kind of horrified, because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I talked like so badly to myself. Because I feel like I'm pretty disconnected with my thoughts and my emotions, especially when I'm so focused. I can't hear myself. I can't focus on myself and my emotions while I'm focusing on my art, right? So watching it back was like, oh my gosh, I kept on saying all these terrible things, like, and being so critical, but in a negative way. There's a way to be critical but like nice, but I was just doing it in a negative way. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so unnecessary. I'm just gonna keep telling myself how awesome I am while I draw. So now I'm doing that. And then I had another problem where I was like, okay, I'm too focused on finishing the drawing. So basically what happens is I'll make a goal. I'm like, okay, I want to finish this drawing, so that's why I have to work on it. My want is like, I want to finish it, but it's not possible to finish it in a day. So I'm like, you're like, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm just speaking out loud. I'm hoping this will help someone. If you're avoiding something, just to like think, Yeah, I'm trying to like get you guys to, if you're avoiding something, to think about like your feelings about it, how it, uh, your identity, and like all that stuff. My mind is very jumbled right now, obviously. Yeah, if you're, yeah, yep, There is a saying that like if you're obsessed with perfection and the goal, like the outcome, and not focused on the progress, like you'll just avoid it altogether. And you're like, if it's not perfect, well, your mind will say, if it's not perfect, then I don't want to do it at all, you know. And it's like, when that happens, you kind of need to take a step back and just like think, like, why do I have this belief that everything needs to be perfect? You know, why? Like, is that really actually helpful? Like, is it actually better to not do anything than to do a little bit? And just like, what am I so afraid of? You know, what is. Anyway, whatever. Hopefully, that's something to think about if you're struggling. Anyway, I'm gonna read chat. Hey, Moonchild, my day has been very eventful. Um, Hopefully it gets better. Had a bit of a scare today, but yeah, uh, you know, look after your family. Um, Make sure they're in good health. You know, I had a health scare today with a family member. I just like, ooh, I hate it. You guys have to look after your health, you know? Um, Look after yourselves and look after your family. Najato says you're almost near 100k subs. Yeah, I actually, I thought my subscribers were hidden, but anyway, I did have 100k subscribers a few years ago, but it went down. It went down because I was very inactive. Yep. And now my subscribers are like, my subscriptions are very confused. Like, oh man, this is like, yeah. So my subscribers going up and down, up and down. Yeah. Pre-flight arc says, I forgot nyansai existed. I remember sending a Twitter DM like 7 years ago asking about brush settings. Hope you're taking care, nyansai. Yeah. Wow, that's. I actually get asked about like brush settings a lot and like stuff like that. But honestly, I just keep everything on default. Like, I just use default brushes, and like, if I feel like I want something fancy, then I'll just mess with the default brush settings. You know, just like play with it around a little bit. Yeah. So, I don't think it's important to have good brushes to make good art. I think good art just comes from skill and stuff. But brushes can be really fun to play with, definitely, and they can make things like, they can help set the mood a bit more. So, yeah. It seems, Ducky says, it seems kind of like a busy week. Also, I think you should only draw when you want to. I find a lot more enjoyment when I do. Yeah. The problem is I do want to so badly. That's why, like, I want to draw so badly. But, like, and I do start. Like, I have no problem starting. Everyone says, oh, starting's the hardest step. But for me, starting is the easiest step. It's like, I want to draw, but, like, something pulls me out of it. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. Like, you know? Yeah. I'm like therapizing myself. therapy, therapizing myself, therapizing. I'm therapizing myself. Yeah. I bought like this course on ADHD. Not that I have ADHD, but I know that um ADHD people suffer with something similar, that like their brain, like even though they want to do something, they can't because their brain is just like um not able to focus. And I feel like that's what's happened to me with this particular thing, with just particularly drawing. So the course is actually very helpful. It teaches you about like, even if it says pretty much, even if you don't have ADHD, this stuff can be applied if you just have this problem in one area. So it's actually been quite helpful. So hopefully it's awesome. The course about ADHD, by the way, is I'm trying to remember the channel name. Healthy Gamer GG. They have like a healthy courses. I believe there's one for ADHD, and there's some more for like maybe anxiety, maybe depression, maybe stuff like that. I can't really quite remember because I don't have anxiety or depression. I just have a problem right now with focus. Just with this one particular thing. So yeah. I recommend it if any of you guys like have trouble focusing. I recommend it. It helped me. Yeah. Yeah, Healthy Gamer GT, yep. Yeah, his video is actually pretty great. I watched them, not all of them, but I watched them sometimes. Yeah, it's good. Reads chat. Pandy Seki says, Osaki says, but men can't have feelings. I think men can have feelings. They do have feelings, whether they like it or not, they do. So they have to face them, otherwise they're gonna be like a man-child, you know? If you don't face your feelings, you're just gonna be like a child stuck in an adult body, and your emotional intelligence is gonna be like 0. You need to acknowledge your feelings so that you can gain levels and gain skill in emotional intelligence. That's very important, especially when it comes to relationships, you know, and especially if you want a girlfriend or any kind of relationship. It's very, very important. Or family, especially. You need to have some emotional intelligence, guys. So please work on your emotions. Please acknowledge them. They are real. Don't let anyone tell you that they're not real. No! Feelings, you know what? I used to have that mentality. That feelings were just like in the way, and they were just like this annoying thing that like happens, and that like they don't mean anything. They just like ruin things, and it's just illogical, you know? But if you don't listen to your feelings, because you can always logic yourself out of something. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter how ridiculous something is. Logic will always be there. You know, you can logic your way out of anything. But yes, emotions come and go, that's true. But if you're feeling like a constant emotion, and you're just constantly logically explaining it away, the emotion is telling you something really important. Like if you're constantly feeling like anxious around a certain person or depressed, your emotions are trying to tell you something, and you really need to listen to them. Even if your logic is like, oh, well, I'm just, feeling this way because I'm can't be bothered doing this or whatever. You need to like dig a little deeper, because your emotions tell you things your logic can't, or doesn't, or avoids. Logic is great, but emotions are really important, and you need to pay attention to them. Seriously, emotional intelligence is really important, guys. You need to get on that. Clicks. Are you Lily from OTV? I don't know what that is. Sorry. No. Reads chat. Captain Catagon says, I also find it hard to get motivated to draw sometimes. Although sometimes I get random bursts of motivation, like earlier today with nyansai's drawing. Yeah. I peeped into Discord and I saw the drawing. I was like, oh my gosh. It's so cool. Nyan looks badass. I love it. I so love it, and I'm so happy that you did that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's so great. I sometimes realize, I sometimes notice that I get really excited at the start of a drawing, and I'm like, but then like when it's been a few days and I'm still working on it, I start getting like this creeping feeling comes in, like, hey, you should be done with that by now. Hey, this is taking too long. And then like all my feelings just become like haunting me, and they're like, hey, that line kind of sucks. Maybe you should hurry up. And then I can't draw anything good, and then I start drawing bad. And it's like, wow, this is bad and you can't finish it? Shakes head. And then I just avoid it. So that's a problem. I just need to focus on the process. Come on, brain. Focus on the process. Be lovely to yourself. Oh man, yeah, there's a lot of new art. I actually worked a little bit at the start of the year. I worked a little bit on, what was it? Criminal Idol season 2, and I think I did I don't want to say 100, maybe like 50 images for it. But it's not really it's kind of on pause at the moment, so I hope I can work on it again soon. That actually makes me pretty happy to work on. Cause Static P is very like, he's like very chill. He's like, yeah, you can get it done whenever. Like no pressure. And I'm like, I'm pressuring myself. So but he's very like chill, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So easy to work with. Thank you. Anyway, reads chat. Man. Oh, Dima says, I got a Gundam kit for the first time and I'm kind of feeling the same. Yeah. I got very confused when YouTube pinged. Okay. Man. Zephyrus, I'm so sorry. Sounds like you need to have a deep dive over why you need to what is the reason for your perfectionism? Why do you think it's so important to you? You don't have to tell me. Just figure it out for yourself. There's a baby bunny in my yard and it's so small. Aww. I love bunnies. I love baby animals. They're so cute. I love baby animals. Every single time I see a dog, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a puppy. It doesn't matter if it's like the oldest dog ever. I just love dogs so much. And I just think every dog's a puppy. I love all. I yeah. Even like other animals, I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's a puppy, it's a puppy, it's a puppy. Even if it's like a duck or something, I'll be like, it's a little puppy, so cute. I love little animals or big animals, all the animals. So cute. Reading, reading. I'm reading. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Cliff Studio frustrated me today that I just quit quiet and I was going to sleep early for work. Wow. Yeah. I'm sorry that happened. That's unfortunate. Um, Ducky says I find it easier to finish drawings when I'm with someone drawing. Oh, with someone else drawing with me. Yeah, yeah. You guys should have like little drawing calls together. That'd be cute. I feel the same way sometimes. Like when someone's with me, like encouraging me to draw and not telling me to hurry up and I'm too slow. If someone's like encouraging me to draw, I'll be like, I get very happy. Because it's very stressful when you have someone breathing down your neck while you're drawing and just telling you to hurry up. I hate that. Is this a drawing stream or something? I have no idea what this stream is. It's a chill stream where I read the chat. I'm just hanging out with you guys, you know? I'm just hanging out and we're just chatting and having a good time, you know? We're just chilling, hanging. Oh, yep. Let's see. Hello, painful. I'm reading chat, by the way. Oh man. Yeah. Quote says, Healthy Gamer actually made a video on this. Lots of people learn to handle situations with logic rather than emotions, so they can't control their emotions when they do happen. Yeah, I noticed this a lot, especially with older men, like that older generation of men. I'm even younger men as well, like because people say to men like, oh, you can't have feelings, you can't have feelings, so they're like, okay, I'm gonna logic my way through everything, and then finally when a feeling happens like that's kind of a bit big, they just get so overwhelmed and they just become like completely engulfed in this feeling like an actual child, which is not their fault, you know, because, you know, society or whatever. But like, I mean, if you're watching, you guys, or girls, to be honest, if you're watching, just like work on your emotional intelligence. It's definitely worth it. And you know, if a stressful situation happens that normally others would like kind of get mad and start yelling, and you're just like totally chill and you're like, yeah, we can do this and it's fine, you know. Or if you're angry and you're able to not take it out on the other people around you, that is so lovely and attractive and safe. It feels so safe when someone is like that, when you're able to be angry, but like not at everyone when it's nothing to do with anyone, if that makes any sense. You know? Yeah. So it's very good to just like be able to have the angry feeling, but just like not push it out onto other people. You know? Because they didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Read chat. Confront your feelings, defeat your shadow self, obtain the facade? Facade? I swear I know this word. Facade? Used to confront life's hardships, make Persona 4 reference. Mm? Yeah, definitely. I don't know about defeating your shadow self, because we always will have our shadow self, but getting to know our shadow self is definitely very important. I think I need to go and see someone about that because I do not understand my emotions. It's kind of complicated. Yeah, I used to be the same way and still am a little bit. I'm like working on my emotional intelligence. It's definitely not worth it to ignore your feelings or like not even acknowledge them or even not even be able to know how you feel because you're so disconnected with yourself. That is not good, you guys. If someone asks you how you feeling and you just don't know, that's probably something you should like work on, because it is a skill. It takes a lot of work to learn. Feelings are dogpiling on cat while she's drawing. Yeah, it feels like it. I think so. But like, yeah. Because even if you logic your way out of feelings, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there creeping, and they will stop you. It's very important. Very important to know yourself. Hello, Himeko. Welcome. Yeah, Catacon, I really did like that drawing. I love it. I wish I could just like. I remember a long time ago, whenever I would get a fan art, this was like years ago, I would print out the fan art. I would print it out and put it on my wall. And just like a few weeks ago, I found this like massive pile of like fan arts that I had printed out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I did this. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I love the fan arts. I want them. I want to see them every day. Because I really do appreciate the fan arts. It's just, it really makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It makes me feel like I actually had like a positive impact on someone, and it makes me feel, yeah, it makes me feel like fulfilled, like yes, I positively did something good. Great, that's good. Alfonso says new art question mark. Yeah, I'm working on new art constantly. So I'm constantly working on new art. Yes. Originals too. But I will focus on finishing my commissions before I like release the originals. Probably I'll probably finish them all first. All my commissions. Kanakon says almost gave up with the hands, but I was using a reference image. Yes, people say my hands are good, but I always use reference images or video. No, what I do is I take a video of my hands like in that pose and I like eyeball it. I'm like, okay, this is how it should look. You know? A video for me is almost always more helpful because I can really understand what's happening and how the joints are. I mean, just the form. You know, I can really understand what's going on with a video. Um, Read. Hey, Bidoof. I really want to get back into drawing since I started my internship, but I didn't get around to it. Substar. Yeah. Well, you know what? Don't overthink drawing too much. Like, don't try and think of it like, oh, I have to finish a masterpiece. You know, it's okay to just pick up a pen and doodle for 5 minutes while you're watching a YouTube video. You know, just like, yeah, put on a movie or whatever you normally do. Listen to music and just get a little pen and paper out and just doodle. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big or meaningful. It can just be like fun little cute hearts or um, smiley faces, and you know, drawing's just really, yeah, it should be a fun thing. Get out your emotions. I love drawing funny things, like when I'm feeling a certain way. I remember on Discord a really long time ago, I shared like a picture of like how I was like feeling because I was quite sick at the time, and it was just a little tiny drawing of like a face, and you guys kind of made a fan art of it, and like it was pretty iconic. It was great actually. That was really fun. I really liked that. It feels very good to put your feelings on paper. One's harshest critic is oneself, after all. My wallet hates me today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your wallet has such horrible feelings about you. Oh my goodness. You guys, I hope that your wallet comes around. Congrats, Pandy, on your bookshelf. Good job. I need to buy a shelf as well for my bedroom. Oh, I want to get a pizza. You know what? I love pizza. What kind of pizza do you like? Everyone has to tell me their favorite type of pizza. Mine is margarita, and the crust has to be like burnt to a crisp. Like it has to be, well, not burnt to a crisp, but it has to be very thin crust. Oh, it came out nice. I have a spot for my collectibles. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Substar says, also I get that as well a lot. Just start a lot and never feel like it's going well enough to finish. I get that too. And you know what? I get that with commissions. But the thing is, I have to finish the commission. So I'm like, screaming my whole way through it. I get that sometimes. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes art is really easy, and sometimes it's really hard, and you're just like suffering the whole way through. Yeah. A lot of the time, whenever I get to a drawing that like I really like can't stand working on, a lot of the time I'll just restart it, and like sometimes that fixes it, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's very difficult. Drawing is hard sometimes. Welcome, Sketch. Yeah. Do you like fish? Yeah, I love fish. They're so cute. You know what? I love shrimp. Those little tiny shrimps. They're so cute how they like scuttle around and like clean everything. I think those shrimp thingies, are they called shrimps? I'm not sure, but they're so cute. Like if I ever had a pet, which I probably won't ever, I would get a shrimp. Because they're cute. We should play Gartic Phone on the Discord at some time. Never heard of it, but yeah. You guys should get together and play games together. That'd be so cute. We're just chilling and vibing. Yes, chatting is relaxing. We are. We're just like hanging out. Nice stream. Oh, thanks, Ulfie. Welcome. Do you like cats, pinbreakers, or nine says? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do like cats. I honestly haven't had that many experiences with cats. Um, they when I was a kid, I would like chase them around and like try to pet them and pet their tail. Of course, they hated me when I did that. And I remember cat scratched me because I was so mad that I was like so obsessed with it and like. But now I'm just like, I've become very much more chill as an adult. I'm like, um, you know, very respectable. You know, I respect the cats and the dogs and everything. I respect everyone, all animals and creatures, you know, and humans. I just respect their own. I'm like, yes, have your space, please, you know. Because really, like, petting animals is like a privilege, you know. It should be something you don't force on the animal. It has to be invited, you know. You have to be invited to touch. Remember that, everyone. Invited. Yeah, that goes for humans too. Looks you up and down. Invited. Let's see. Read chat. Chillin'. Aw, drawing night on Discord. You guys are so fun. That'd be nice. Raymond says, how's your morning, Yansai? And what's your favorite movie? My morning is chaotic and worrisome and but also like great. I mean it's good. Like it's good, but chaotic things have happened. But yeah, I'm just like wishing the best, hoping for the best, and just trying to stay positive. I think, yeah. My favorite movie. I know everyone's gonna have a problem with me saying this, but it really is Harry Potter. I love that movie. I love that franchise. I'm sorry. I don't care for J.K. Rowling and what she's doing. I just really love Harry Potter. I love that franchise. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's. Yeah, it is what it is. Bidif says, "Oh, I cry once a week for sanity. You know what? Fair. Like, good. Crying's good, but if you're doing it too often, then you should probably figure out what the problem is. But yeah, it can be very. I think cathartic is the right word. To cry feels good sometimes. Reads chat. Oh my goodness, I'm so behind. Ooh. Oh. If something stressful happens, I take 5 minutes to think it out. For me, I just close myself off from everyone. Oh my goodness, I can only get angry for like 5 seconds. Yeah, I can relate. Well, the past me can relate to all of those things. You know, same for the past me. I'm a bit different now. Whenever I feel myself getting frustrated, yeah, I do journal because I'm just like, what is up Why am I feeling like a poop? Or I asked for some. I confide in my friends. I'm just like, hey guys, do you have any advice for me? I feel this way. Have you felt this way before? I think that's nice. But for me, I like to ask for advice. When I'm stressed, some people don't like to do that. Some people just want someone to be there for them, and that's totally fine. Um, yeah. Reads chat. I just go to the gym if I'm stressed. You know what? That's actually really great. That's really great to get out your anger. Or stress. I wish I had a drawing or writing's friends. IRL online friends seem superficial, and it's difficult to have deeper or more personal connections. That's interesting, Jake. Yeah, yeah, online friendships are definitely very different to real life friendships, and you know, I think the dynamic is very different. Even if you're friends with someone in real life, the way they act online, not on purpose, but just because it's online, is very different as well. And aura is so important. Like the aura of the presence of the person is very important, and just being in the room with them is completely different than online. So I get where you're coming from. Definitely, it's definitely much different. Yeah, it is a bit challenging, guys. Well, you know what, Ducky? It's kind of good that you and Catagon had the same idea. Um, because that means you guys can do it together. So that's fun. I'm still in the process of learning my own emotions. Took till I was 19 to realize that emotions are a thing I should deal with, and that was only around two. You know what? 19 is pretty good because it took me until 25 to realize that emotions were a thing that I should actually pay attention to. So, you know what? Good for you. Some people are super old, 60, and they still don't realize that emotions are a thing to deal with. So, you know, just just working on that at any time is very beneficial, I think. So good job with that. Santos, yeah, I understand. Um, yes, Elfie. It is kind of unexpected. I kind of feel unexpected. I talk about strange things. My mind just wanders to weird, unexpected topics. It's because I don't have a plan for my stream. I just go to whatever is on my mind. Pandy says, I think for me, it's the fact that I just let my emotions build up rather than try to vent to someone or let out my frustrations and emotions in a non hurtful manner. And it's taking a mental toll on me. Yeah. A lot of negative thought hit at once, and man, it's not good. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's very hard. I'm not quite sure if I'm the one to give advice. You know, for me, I like to journal about my emotions and try to get to the root of why I'm feeling that way. Why am I feeling this way? What has caused this? You know what I mean? And try to really dig deep into the why, and But I'm really sorry that's happening. I hope things get better for you. Oh, Captain Catagon says, doodling in class is how I got so good at drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what? That's actually pretty great. Um, yeah, doodling. Just anytime. Like on the bus, on the train, in the car, while you're sitting on a bench at the park. Like, you know, just whip out your pen and paper and draw anytime. Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog drawings. Great. That's great. I'm glad you did that. um, welcome, Mochi. I'm reading all the old stuff. Chicken of the Sky. Yes, that's the story behind the face. Yes, that's exactly the story behind it. I felt um like I was taking some medication for something that I'm not taking anymore, by the way. It was for like a physical problem, and it was just making me feel like weird. It was making me feel like out of body. It was making me feel like my brain was like falling outside the front of my forehead. It was like melting. I felt very strange, so I stopped taking them. I was like, this is not helpful. Thank you. I was not having it. Yeah. Oh, I just. Yeah, I very much encourage drawing. It doesn't matter if you're bad at it. You know, that's not the point of drawing. The point is not to be good. The point is to draw and just like have a good time and just get out your feelings, and or whatever, just have fun. Um oh, pepperoni pizza, margarita pizza. Pepperoni with green bell. Everyone loves pepperoni, huh? Everyone loves pepperoni. Wow. Hawaiian? Yeah. Hawaiian's pretty good. I don't have a favorite pizza. I like to try new things. You know what? I very much appreciate that. I like people who like to try new things every time. I like to try new things too sometimes. But sometimes I'm like, you know what I like? I know what I like, so I just want to just go with that. But yeah. Eating pizza right now. Wow, nice hypers. Chicken pizza with stuffed crust. Interesting. Is the crust like stuffed with cheese? Welcome, Gabriel. Cherry shrimp. I used to keep a bunch of those. I think so. They're just like little critters. They're like really little ones. I want those. They're so cute. A mantis shrimp. That'd be nice. Hmm. Speaking of cats, I had a cat, and his name was Frank, and I love him. Oh, cute. Yeah. I think I had a cat too when I was like a really, really little kid. I can't remember anything about it though. Um, Santos says my cat likes to be petted, but then he gets angry and bites me. Are you sure that your cat likes being petted? Are you sure about that? Oh my goodness. Um, Gartic Phone is a game about funny drawings that I think you'd like. Huh, interesting. If I remember, I'll look into it. Oh my goodness. Be right back, you guys. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to be right back. See you, Zaf. Are you going? Oh, see you, Zaf. Bye. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's have a look. Reads chat. Have you tried Tears of the Kingdom yet? I don't know what that is. What is it? Harry Potter is a great series. It is a great series. They are childhood classics. Making friends online has not been the same since. Yeah. Online friends, yeah, it can be difficult. I kind of wish that we were more, like, open in real life to each other. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of wish that everyone was more, lovely to each other and acknowledges each other more, you know? Kind of, you know? Because, I remember when I was a kid, I would look around and people were just like looking at me, looking back at me, you know? But now when I go out, I look around and everyone's looking at their phone and I'm like, it's very hard to find someone to make eye contact with. It's very hard to find connections these days, I feel like. Reads chat. Oh. Aw. I remember I used to hop on gaming lobbies and just chatted with peeps and made friends like that, but now I just don't. It's weird. That does sound weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember I used to play video games with a bunch of people with Ventrilo back in the olden days, and like whenever there was a guild in game, we'd have like a Ventrilo server. And like these days, they might still have a Discord server, but because Discord is all text basically, like no one goes in the mic chat anymore. No one wants to really talk, or you know, be connected that way. And text is very disconnected, I think, to people in comparison to voice. You know, at least with a voice, you get more of their essence. You know? And real life is like the superior form of the essences. And yeah, looking eye contact is definitely very good. I think for us, we need to do that more. Oh no. Just realized that I'm slightly different than some people here because I found long-lasting friendships online. Might be because we're close to some age. We've been talking for the last 10 years. Yeah, I have a couple close online friends that I really love very much with all my heart. That are very important to me. Let's chat. Hi nyansai, I'm happy to see that you're back. Hope everything's well for you. Thank you, Mochi. You're so kind. It's very kind of you to say that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Friends grow apart. It's sad, but it happens. Penny says it's weird to hear that people take medicine for the thing they have, and I'm just here like, should I take meds? I mean, how can I? Oh, now I can probably afford it, but back then the fam couldn't, so I just dealt with it. Yeah. Where the? Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense that you had to, if you're in a position where you have to deal with it, like you're kind of forced to deal with it, then yeah, I understand. I'm sorry about that. For me, it depends on the case. Sometimes medicine really does help me, and sometimes it really doesn't. Sometimes it makes things worse. It just kind of depends on what's going on. Hello, lemon water. Welcome. Some sort of creamy cheese. That's interesting. The pizza crust. I think I might have had that once. Yes. Breath of the Wild 2. What is that? What is that? It's a new Zelda game. Oh, Zelda. I've heard of that. I've never played Zelda before. But that's cool. Cat, you gotta believe me, he did like to get pet. You can hear him purr. Maybe he likes to be pet in only a certain area, or maybe only at a certain strength level, or maybe for a certain period of time, and then he's just like, nah. I would be open, but trust issues. I'm sorry. Yeah, with so many people being so emotionally immature, and having like not so much experience with being around people, and like everyone seems to have much more troubles with friendship and emotional intelligence these days, in comparison to before. Maybe I'm just making stuff up, but yeah, I can see how that can lead to trust issues. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it can be difficult to trust. Yeah, I get that. I'm sorry about that. Therapy is always good to consider, even if you think you're fine. Yeah, therapy is really great. I had therapy one time when I was losing my mind, and it did really help. Actually, it really did help. It was worth every dollar, and it was expensive. I used all my savings. Like, I used every dollar I had. I spent my last dollar on like therapy, and it was worth it for me. I really needed a second opinion at that time in my life, so I'm really glad that I did that. So especially if you don't have anyone to turn to, therapy's good. It is very expensive though, so very hard to let go of that money. I got like a super discount. And it's also, you have to be really lucky and get the right therapist as well. But if you do, it can be really worth it. I could never make eye contact with someone too scary. I understand. I'm kind of like that. But I think it's important for us to make a connection and be vulnerable, Vulnerability is so important. It is scary because when you make yourself vulnerable, you're making yourself open to attacks, That's why it's so important to be ready, and to be ready to defend yourself and stand up for yourself. Because you gotta fight for yourself. And being vulnerable is definitely worth it if you can get there, and if you're ready to fight for yourself, then it's worth it. Yeah, I just had a movie night with some people, and I was really surprised because I was like there to watch the movie with them and spend time with them, and they just kept looking at their phones, and I was like, the movie's playing, you guys. I was like, why are you guys looking at your phones? It was confusing. Disconnected. Oh, Gleb. Oh, Gleb. I feel like Yeah, it's very normal to be on the phones. Oh. Clip, I want to give you a hug. By the way, I'm giving. Wait, is that okay? Can I give you a hug, Clip? If you say yes, then I give you a hug. You're very nice, and I very cried a lot. I'm like shaking. Still shaking. Thank you. Thank you, Gleb. Thank you, Gleb. I hate texting. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't mean to say blah blah blah. I don't mean that. I just mean blah blah blah. Sorry. My brain just like turned off for a second. Yeah. I love calling more than texting. A lot more. So I can relate to that. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Hello, Aziz. Welcome. We're just chilling. You know, we're having a good time. We're just chilling now with each other. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the dog. Fight with kindness. Yeah. Definitely. You know, it's very difficult to like kind of tell someone off when they mistreat you. And that's what happens when, you know, I mean that happens in general, but when you're vulnerable, it can especially hurt much more. And yeah, you just gotta remove yourself from. You gotta take yourself. You're a privilege to be around, you know? And if someone takes that for granted, you just need to take the privilege away from them. Take yourself away from them and be like, you know what? If you can't treat me well, then you don't get to be around me. And you don't get my kindness and love. You know? You gotta do that. And that can be very hard for some people. And some people, their walls are so high up that when they're mistreated, they don't feel insulted and they don't feel anything, you know? So that kind of and they kind of just accept it because they're like, well, that didn't hurt because my walls are so high up anyway, you know, kind of thing. But the thing is, you're kind of inviting people to treat you, well, not inviting, but you're allowing people to continue to mistreat you if you put your walls too high up and you literally don't feel anything because your defenses are like, you know, so high that you're like invulnerable. You know, it might feel good to feel invincible, but or maybe it won't feel like anything at all, but it's good to be vulnerable and, you know, emotional and stuff. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending time with me. I feel so lucky and blessed to we are the city of Attack on Titan. Okay. Thank you guys for spending time with me. So lovely to spend time with you. I'm so happy that I get to like talk with you kind of one-on-one in a way. You know, it's really lovely. Thank you guys. Bye. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, Sunny's on. Definitely. Thank you, Court. You're so cool. Wow. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. See you next week. I'm gonna stream again next week. See ya. Bye. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Hope you have a lovely, wonderful day and take care of your health. Or else.